I'm Acacia's brother. We got that right this time. And Acacia has released a book now, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions about that, which I just need to read because I don't have them off the top of my head.
How unprofessional.
So, what inspired you to write Waiting Spaces?
Waiting Spaces was almost an accident, is what I keep telling people. I wrote a lot of poems for friends and for family for different things that they were going through. And then as I kept reading through them, I was like, there's a theme. It's being in these strange in-between places with no distinct purpose and a lot of conflicting emotions, and it just worked to put into a book.
Great. So, you've kind of already done this, but if you were going to give someone a 15-second explanation of why they should read your book, what would you say, and what sort of person would you expect to read your book?
You should read my book because Waiting Spaces connects very deeply with the emotions that we all have. Oftentimes culture drives us to be in specific places of achievement or to know what we're doing, and we don't. And this book is how God redeems those times. I would say this book is really for anyone. I know it's geared largely towards Christians, but I've also had a lot of non-Christians read it and go, wow, I was touched so deeply by this and I felt really seen, even though I didn't necessarily relate to the poems that were about God. So it's for anyone who's uncertain.
Good answer.
Thank you.
And what did you learn while writing it?
I learned that self-publishing is a lot of work. It takes so much time. And there's definitely things that I would do differently. I also learned a lot about just the process of putting something together and writing and getting feedback from a lot of different people who read it.
Solid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
You were like, had an absolutely packed schedule for like 6 months.
Me? Yeah.
Just
my lockdown was not boring. It was this. Which was good. It gave me the time to work on it and to refine it and get a lot of feedback.
So what surprised you the most about the writing process?
What surprised me? I don't know that I was really surprised by anything. Except that Amazon doesn't do pre-order for paperback. That surprised me. But I don't know. Everything else I kind of expected. I think the thing that has surprised me so much is how much positive feedback I've gotten. But I probably shouldn't tell you that.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing to be surprised by. Because you said, I'm expecting 5 people will buy it.
Oh yeah, and then it became the number 2 bestseller on Amazon for religious poetry releases.
Which is pretty niche, but...
Yeah, it's pretty niche, but it's also pretty cool.
Yeah. And what does the title Waiting Spaces mean?
I think I may have already answered that.
That's
Waiting
good.
Spaces kind of means these places of being in between somewhere where you're waiting and you're anxious, or you're trying to heal, or you're resting, a place where you are just not necessarily specifically trying to achieve something, but very much in between.
And if you're going to try to explain yourself as a person in 20 seconds.
In 20 seconds.
We're gonna start a timer. And
oh wow.
Yes. See, we're very professional here.
I don't know how I'd explain myself in 20 minutes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Chaos. I'm chaos. I am very creative. I feel things very deeply. I love puns, but I'm very bad at them. I think I'm kind of like a child, but with an adult soul. I feel like that sums me up quite well.
Okay.
I did it.
Hey!
Would you say I did that acceptably? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I would probably explain it in a different way.
You're a different person.
That's true. If you could only play one instrument, what would you pick?
Piano.
Why?
Probably because I play it the best and I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to... Oh, or guitar.
You have to pick.
I'd probably go with guitar then, because I can take it with me places and it's more transportable.
Yep. I don't really see you taking a piano random places.
You know someone carried a piano up Ben Nevis once?
What sort of person is this?
I don't know, some marine. Maybe. I don't actually know.
Well, yeah. There's probably some really bonkers people who'd be like, right, I'm gonna take a piano up Ben Nevis and no one's gonna stop me.
You.
I'm not that crazy.
Well,
I don't see myself successfully taking a piano up Ben Nevis though.
I didn't say anything about success.
Just attempting to.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could carry a piano. It depends what type of piano it is. Like if it's an electric piano, it's doable, because those aren't that heavy. But if it's like a proper piano,
Oh, it was a wooden piano.
you'd have to be pretty shredded to do that.
Like me. Anyways, did you have any other questions?
Yes, we do have more questions. What's your dream pizza? Like, what toppings would you have on it? What size would it be?
Size would be very large. Oh, I had the best pizza like a couple of weeks ago. It had Italian sausage on it, and garlic, and other stuff. Mushrooms, probably some pineapple, olives. Yeah, Italian sausage. A lot of mozzarella.
Solid. Any random item of clothing, what would you get?
Like any, if money was no.
Yes, like hypothetically, let's say Mr. Beast walks up to you and says you can get any item of clothing.
Does a sword count as clothing?
I mean, maybe if you get if you get it in a sheath and carry it around, then that's
I might get
an
a sword.
accessory.
Or what else would I get? One of those like incredibly massive ball gowns so I could just walk into people. Like bumper gown?
Like one of the Victorian era
sort of.
massive ones. Mm-hmm.
Or a sword. One or the other.
Great. And would you rather be stocked with chocolate or ice cream?
Would I rather be stalked? Oh, like... You mean like, would I rather have? Not like would I rather be followed by... We're coming to catch you, it's the ice cream!
Like if... Like in your room, would you rather have a stash of chocolate or ice cream?
If I had ice cream in my room, it would melt.
If, say, you hypothetically can get a fridge with ice cream.
Ice cream, definitely.
Okay.
Ice cream.
I wasn't sure how you're gonna answer that.
No, I would like ice cream.
Fair enough.
Pretty simple.
And
simple woman.
if you had to ask yourself a question,
you're really struggling, aren't you?
No, I'm more just thinking that we should finish up soon.
If I had to ask myself a question, I would say, Acacia, why are Elijah's questions so weird?
And how would you answer?
Say Acacia, it's because he's a very strange being. It's been a pleasure, sir. Okay. Stop. I don't want to embarrass you by breaking your hand on public.
I'm Acacia's sister and... Wait! Hold up! No, that is not true.